Hello, my dear students. Namaskar to you all. I hope that everyone is safe at your home. So, today we are going to discuss the first chapter of biology, that is life processes. You can see all the contents present in this chapter here. So, without further ado, let's direct jump into the discussion. So, first of all, you have to understand what is the literal meaning of the word life. The literal meaning of the word life is alive or living. So we can say that something which is living, that means not dead, is said to be alive. हिंदी में हम इसे कह सकते हैं जीवित और जिंदा. All the plants and animals are living things, and all these living things have some certain characteristics. You can see all the characteristics here. It says that living things can move, living things need food, air, water, living things can grow, living things can respond to stimuli, living things can respire, they can excrete, and even they can reproduce also. So all these characteristics are completed by some life processes. So we can say that the basic functions performed by living organisms to maintain their life on the earth, that means their survival, is called life processes. Now, the life processes are nutrition, respiration, transport, excretion, control, coordination, growth, movement, and reproduction. Now, to possess all these life processes, living things need energy. Without energy, they cannot possess the processes. Now, how do they get the energy? Living things get the energy from the food. So we can say that food is kind of fuel for the living things. Just like in vehicles we put petrol, diesel, CNG, etc. to running them. In the same way, we need food for our processes. So food is the basic requirement for the living things. Now in this chapter, we are going to discuss four processes, and that are nutrition, respiration, transport, and excretion, because only these four processes are present in your syllabus and as well as in your book. You can see all the processes, four processes. Now first we'll discuss the first process, that is nutrition. Now what is nutrition? The word nutrition is derived from the word nutrient. We all know what are nutrient. Nutrients are basically organic or inorganic substances required for the maintenance of our body. Now we get these nutrients from our surroundings through various food sources. Now the various nutrients are carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin, mineral. We all know about the nutrients. We have been reading this since smaller classes. Now you can see here various food resources containing various nutrients. So we can say the definition of nutrition is such way that nutrition is a process of intake the nutrients, that means carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, all the nutrients. So nutrition is a process of intake nutrients and proper utilization of these by the organisms. Now comes to the modes of nutrition. What is modes of nutrition? Modes of nutrition means methods of procuring or obtaining food by an organisms. You can see all the organisms do not obtain their food in the same way. Different organisms have different methods for obtaining. This will be clear by an example. Suppose we human beings or animals, we have our mouth to eat the food, to engulf the food. But plants and trees, they don't have any mouth. So how do they obtain their food? So depending upon this, the modes of nutrition are of two types: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Now, autotrophic mode of nutrition. The word auto means self and trop means nutrition. That means self nutrition. So we can say that in autotrophic nutrition, organisms make their own food. They don't take the help of others. They do self nutrition. The green plants are autotrophic nutrition, and along with the green plants, the certain bacteria are also possess the autotrophic mode of nutrition. You can see in this picture the green plants and certain bacteria, they are autotrophs because they can make their own food. They don't take the help of others. So those organisms which can make their own food, they are called autotrophs, and all the green plants are autotrophs. The autotrophic organisms contain the green pigment called chlorophyll, by which they make their own food. You can see in the picture the green plant, it is capable of producing its own food. So this green plant possesses autotrophic mode of nutrition. All the green plants can make their own food, so they are autotrophs. The next mode of nutrition is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, the word heteros means others and trop means nutrition. So, heterotrophic nutrition means obtaining food from others. They cannot make their own food. They are dependable upon others. All the animals are heterotrophs because they cannot make their food. Then certain bacteria and fungi are also autotroph. So we can say those organisms which cannot make their own food, they are called heterotrophs. All the animals are heterotrophs. And some non-green plants like yeast, they are also heterotrophs. You can see here these are heterotrophs because they are dependable upon plants or animals directly or indirectly. They cannot make their own food. On the other hand, green plants and certain bacteria are called autotrophs. They can self nutrition. So they are autotrophs. So this is the basic difference between autotroph and heterotrophs. Furthermore, heterotrophic nutrition have some three subtypes. One is saprotrophic, second one is parasitic, and the third one is holozoic nutrition. Now, what are these? So, first saprotrophic nutrition. The word sapro means rotten. So, we can say that saprotrophic nutrition is that nutrition when organisms obtains its food from decaying matters, that means rotten matters. So saprophytes are the organisms which obtain their food from dead plants and dead animals. The fungi like mushrooms, then yeast, they are the examples of saprophytic nutrition possessing organisms. You can see here in this picture the mushroom is a saprotroph because they cannot make their own food. They take their food from dead or decaying things. The next one is parasitic nutrition. The parasitic nutrition is that nutrition in which organisms derives its food from the body of another living food. Remember, not dead food, from living organism. In this case, the organisms which take the food are called parasites, and from which organism they take, they are called hosts. Certain examples of parasites are Cascata, which is a plant, and Plasmodium roundworms, which are animals. You can see here the pictures of Cascata and mosquito which contains the Plasmodium parasite. Now in this case, see the yellow things which are shown in the picture, they are Cascata, which is a parasite, and the green plant is the host. Now these parasites contain the host in a coil manner, just in this way, and they take the nutrients from the host. The mosquito does the same. They have the plasmodium parasite. The next one is holozoic nutrition. The holozoic nutrition means feeding on the whole solid food, which could be plant product or animal product. Most of the animals, including humans, are containing holozoic nutrition. So the holozoic nutrition is the nutrition in which organisms takes the complex organic food materials, that means the whole solid food. You can see here various examples of animals possess holozoic nutrition. See, the zebra, lion, the bear, all of these animals take the whole solid food. So they are possessing holozoic nutrition. So that's all for in this video. Now we'll discuss the nutrition in plants in next video. Now let's see a brief summary what we have learned today. It will help us a lot. See, so first we have learned water life processes. The basic functions performed by living organisms to maintain their life, that means to survival on the earth, are called life processes. Then we have learned various life processes: nutrition, respiration, transport, excretion, control, coordination, growth, movement, and reproduction. But in your chapter, only nutrition, respiration, transport, and excretion is present. The next we have learned nutrition. Now, nutrition is a process of intake of nutrients and to proper utilized by the organisms. Next we have learned the various modes of nutrition. First, autotrophic nutrition, that means those organisms which can make their own food. Then heterotrophic nutrition, those organisms which are dependable upon others. Now heterotrophic have three more subtropics, that saprophytic, which get their nutrition from rotten things, then parasitic, which get their food from host, then holozoic, which get their food as a solid form. So that's all for in this video. I am going to wrap up my video. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you all. Be safe.